So hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for our Yoga and Mindfulness Series with AARP and Open Up. My name is Colleen Cadman and I serve as an Associate State Director of Outreach with AARP in Pennsylvania. And if you haven't already done so, please go ahead and feel free to share where it is that you're tuning in from in the chat. I can see we've got folks from our home state of Pennsylvania, so welcome to our PA folks. We've got New Hampshire today, Missouri, Washington State, New Mexico, Phoenix, Arizona. Let's see, Illinois. We've got South Carolina today, Texas, Tennessee, California, Minnesota. Excellent. So thank you for joining us for today's class. And we hope if you're part of this heat wave that you're staying cool. AARP is committed to helping us take control of our health as we age by providing tools, resources, and information that will entertain and inspire, educate and stimulate, and engage and activate. AARP hopes to create an environment where our members can lead their healthiest lives possible in mind, body, and spirit. You can learn more about our healthy living resources on our website, and I'll be sharing the link in the chat momentarily. We are excited to collaborate with Open Up on this series. We do hold this class every other week, so if you'd like to join us again, we hope that you'll come back to the class again in a couple weeks, same time, same place. So I will share the link for signups. And we do record the class, so you can look forward to receiving it in your email following class. And without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and introduce Chandler from Open Up to lead us in today's session. So over to you, Chandler.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Welcome from everywhere. My name is Chandler. I'm an art and movement instructor here at Open Up. And here at Open Up, we practice inclusively in art and movement. We're going to go ahead and get started today. I want us to simply work on our breath because in Pittsburgh, we have a heat wave. It's been all week. We're in the 90s. I think this is the hottest it's ever been during my time in Pittsburgh because I am a Detroiter. So yes, this is from all the time I've been here. This is the hottest it's been. And I'm not too sure with other areas, but I would love for us to use our breath to cool us down today. And I want you to find a moment to settle in and just find stillness and whatever airflow you have in your space to let it cool you down as you settle into your body, and then we'll begin some breaths. So just find a moment to either come to a seat like myself or sitting down on your mat, laying down on your mat. You could be laid up against the wall or standing, you have your legs up onto a wall or just up in the air. Full range for whatever you feel like is best for you. You can grab a sip of water even if you need to do that now. Just taking time for yourself. And then you'll just close your eyes. Good. Once you've got settled in, I want you to place one hand at your chest and one at your stomach. And we're just going to take some deep belly breaths. So you're going to take a deep breath in. And you're going to hold it for 4 counts. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Your stomach goes back in. And you're going to hold it 1, 2, 3, 4. So as your hands are here, you're going to keep your hands here, but I'll visualize it with my hands going, breathing in, and you hold, and then you exhale, and you hold. All right? So keep your hands here. So whether you're sitting like myself or laying on your mat or standing, we'll all place our hands, one on our chest and one on our stomach. Here we go. Take a deep breath in. 2, 3, 4. You hold. 1, 2, 3, For your exhale out, 2, 3, 4, you're gonna hold it. And you breathe in, hold, exhale, and hold. Last time, breathing in, hold it, and exhale, and then hold. Good. Relaxing your hands down to your side or placing them onto your knees. We're just going to do a body scan starting from the top of our head down to our feet, relaxing any tension that we may be holding throughout our body. So starting with the top of your head, relaxing your eyebrows. Continue to take some deep breaths if you like. Working your way down into your eyes. Have a soft gaze. Down to your cheekbones and jaw, relaxing your jaw. Letting your tongue fall from the top of the roof down. Then to the back of your neck. Maybe you move your head from side to side. Up and down. Finding space, lifting up your head away from your shoulders. Good. Relaxing your shoulders down away from your ears. Softening in the chest. So if you're laying on the ground, you might feel like your chest will be melting towards the ground. Good. Into your sternum, abdominal muscles. And then sinking into your hips, relaxing your hip flexors. Maybe you shift from side to side. Good. Releasing any tension into the back of your calf muscles and your heels. Maybe you flex and point your feet. Flex and point your feet. And let's not forget our wrists. Maybe we roll out our wrists as well. And then we'll do that again from the top, relaxing the top of our head, into our cheeks and our jawbone, down to the back of our head, relaxing our shoulders, softening our chest, down towards our hips, releasing any tension there, flexing and pointing our feet, and rolling out our wrists. Good. We'll come back to our crisscross applesauce. We're going to reach our arms up towards the sky. And then we're just going to take a side bend as we exhale. And we'll come back up. We inhale. And exhale, side bend. And then we're going to take our focus up towards the sky. We breathe in. And then exhale, side bend. And breathing in. Exhale, side bend. Good. Coming back up to the front. We're just going to take a forward fold now. Let the back of your head release and let your chin fall down to your chest. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. Good. Walk your hands back upright and then switch your feet. So whatever leg was lowest to the ground, we'll switch. And we'll do that again, starting the opposite way. We'll reach our arms up as we inhale. And then exhale, we take a side bend. Inhale back up. Exhale, side bend. And come back up. Exhale, side bend. And inhale. Exhale, side bend. Good. Reach your arms up towards the sky. And then you take your forward fold again. Let your chin fall down towards your chest. 2 breaths here, breathing in. And then exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. Good. Walk your hands upright. We'll take this into a spiral twist. We'll take it. Breathe in. Good. From here, spiral twist. Look behind you. Nice. And breathe in. Exhale, spiral twist. Breathing in. Exhale, spiral twist. And breathing in. Exhale, spiral twist and stay here. And then we'll do a long hold on the other side. Nice. And then back to the front. I want us to cross one arm over both of your legs, and then you're going to lift your chest up towards the sky. And then you'll switch. And then shake it out. Good. Placing our feet together, and then our knees to the side. We're going to imagine our hips are like our bowl, right? But it's a popcorn bowl this time. All right, and then we're going to tilt our pelvis forward, and we're going to open our chest. We look up, and then from here, we tuck our bowl back in. As we lower our chin down to our chest, we look up, and then our gaze goes in. We look up, tilt our pelvis forward. So kind of going into a seated cat and cow. Last time from here, you're just going to take a forward fold again. Take a few breaths here. Breathing in, and then exhale out. Walk your hands over to one knee. Maybe feel a sensation of a stretch behind your shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale out. Walk your hands up to the other side. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale out. Breathing in, exhale out. Good. Walk your hands forward, and then you stretch your feet out in front of you. We're just going to flex and point our toes. Flex your toes towards you, and then point your feet. And flex and point. From here, you're going to reach our arms up for a seated forward fold, and then we're not going to yank ourselves down towards our legs. We just place our hands to the side, and then allow yourself to relax over your legs. Let gravity kind of kick in here. You're going to take a deep breath in, and exhale, walk your hands forward. Breathing in, walk your hands forward. Good. And then walk your hands back in front of you. We'll take that again. We'll flex our toes, and then point. And flex your toes, and point. You'll reach your arms up towards the sky, and then take a forward fold. This is where you can reach for your ankles or your shins or your knees, and then pull yourself closer down towards your legs. Take a deep breath in, and exhale out. Breathing in, exhale out. Breathe in, exhale out. Nice. From here, you're going to tuck your feet in, come onto your knees, and then we'll do a few cat and cows here. You drop your belly, look up towards the sky, and then from here, you're going to curve, and chin goes into your chest. You look up, 2, 3, 4, you curve in. Again, look up, and you'll curve in. If you're seated, this may look like you placing your hands onto your knees as you bend your elbows in, and you take your focus up, and then you'll curve and chin goes down to your chest. All right, here we go. Let's breathe in, and then exhale out. Chin go to your chest. Breathing in, exhale, release. Breathing in, exhale, release. And then we'll reset, adding a spiral twist now. So whether we're in a tabletop and or with our hands onto our knees seated, we're gonna reach our arm up towards the sky, and then we'll thread it through the arm that's on the ground and reach for something. We'll breathe in, 2, 3, 4, exhale, we reach, thread through. And we breathe in, 2, open your chest, 3, 4, and you reach through. And then you do the other side. You breathe in, 2, 3, 4, exhale, reach through. 6, 7, 8, you breathe in. And then exhale, reach through. Last one. And exhale, you reach through. Wherever you are, you're gonna push your seat back to your feet, come to a child's pose. If you're seated, you can just lean back onto your seat, ooh, it's cold, or forward fold over your legs. Just releasing the lower back. Good, if you're in a seat, and you can just turn your upper body towards your leg. If you're on your mat, you'll walk your hands over to the right corner of your mat. You all take a deep breath in, and then exhale out. Breathing in, exhale out. You'll do the other side. Left hand goes to the left corner, and then your right arm follows. Breathe in, and then exhale out. Breathing in, exhale out. Good, back to the front now. Stay here for 2 breaths. Breathe in, exhale out. Breathing in, exhale out. Good, from here, you tuck your toes, send your hips up high. For a downward dog, you just walk your feet out, drop one heel and the other. If you would like to use a chair for extra support, you turn your chair inward, and then you'll walk your feet back, and you'll lift your heel up. As another version or option of the downward dog, or you can place your hands behind your seat, and then place your elbows down on the ground and let your chin go down to your chest. We'll all take a deep breath in here, and exhale out. Breathing in, exhale out. Good, and then walk your feet to your hands, and we're all gonna stay in a forward fold. So if you're using your chair, you're welcome to just rest your upper body onto the seat. We'll stay here in this forward fold. Maybe you take a few bends of your knees, you bend, and then you stretch, and bend, and stretch. If you're without the chair, you'll be here, and you're gonna bend your knees, relaxing the back of your neck, and stretch, and a bend, and stretch. From here, we're just gonna take a ragdoll sway from side to side. Just sway the upper body from side to side. Our right arm will go up towards the sky, and then we'll lower back down. Our left arm goes up towards the sky, and we'll lower back down. From here, we're rolling up through our spine to find ourselves and a mountain pose. We'll take a couple breaths here. We'll breathe in. Exhale out. Every time that you exhale, feel like you're sending energy into the ground as your head lifts up towards the sky. We breathe in. Exhale out. Good. This next inhale, we'll reach our arms up towards the sky. We interlace our fingertips and then we take our focus up. Good. We'll take a side bend and then we lift back up. Exhale, side bend. Good. We'll take it around town now. This can be fast or slow. Good. Moving into our sun. We'll go into a sun A. We take our forward fold. Good. From here, planting our hands onto our shins, we look up halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. From here, we're going into a cat and cow. So there's a couple variations of the cat and cow. You can either roll up through your spine and then take your elbows back. And then push them forward now. And back. So that's a new addition to that cat and cow that we're adding to it. So we can really feel like we're curling in and extending. I feel like we can stretch through our shoulder blades. Another option is that after you finish your halfway lift, you can place your hands onto the ground. You step one foot back and the other, and then you'll drop your chest as you look up, and you'll curl in twice through, and you curl in. From here, you step one foot forward and the other. So those are the standing variations. Seated, we've done our reach up. We take our forward fold. We went into our halfway lift. I'm placing my hands onto my knees as I look up, just a little bit, like a peek through, and then I forward fold. From here, I'm gonna roll up through my spine and then go into that cat and cow. You're welcome to keep your hands at your knees as they go back. Your elbows go back. You can place them back here, or lift your hands off. Place your palms forward, and as you do your cat and cow, you lift your chest up towards the sky, and then you curl in. So you have a couple different variations in the way we can do this, okay? So I'll stay here in our in the C variation of it. If you're standing, you'll follow along, and then the second time through, I'll do standing. Here we go. Reach our arms up as we inhale. Exhale, we take our forward fold. Inhale, we place our hands onto our shins or knees. We look up. Exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, we transition into our cat and cow now. We all look up towards the sky. Exhale, we curl and chin goes into our chest. We inhale, we look up towards the sky. Exhale, we curve in towards our chest. And then we'll transition to find our mountain pose and we'll stay here. We'll do it again. All right, one last time through, reach our arms up. Good, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we take our forward fold. Transitioning into our cat and cow. We'll all take our focus up towards the sky. As we take our chin into our chest. We do it again. And then exhale. Let's find ourselves with our arms crossed for a butterfly tap. As we breathe in, we re-ground ourselves, we exhale out. We breathe in and exhale out. We uncross our arms and going into our first standing balance pose. We're just gonna test our balance by lifting our heels up, levitating, and then we lower down. So we did this the previous class. So placing your hands by your side, really pull your shoulder blades down and back, lift your focus, and as you inhale, you lift up onto your heels, and when you exhale, you lower down. We'll take that 4 times total. If you're seated, you'll simply lift your focus up as you raise your heels, and then you lower down. All right, here we go. We breathe in. Exhale, we take our time, we lower down. We breathe in, we look up. Exhale, come back down. 2 more like that. We breathe in. Exhale. Last one, we breathe in. And exhale. Whew. Let's try that last one more time. We breathe in. And then control as you come back down. That was more so for me than anything. Good. We're gonna cross our arms. So going into a half eagle now. We'll just only do the first part of it. You'll place your elbows together. You can either stay here, give yourself a hug, or lift your hands up towards the sky and place your hands, the back of your hands together. From the side, it'll look like this, and then you lift your elbows up, and we'll take our focus up. So we're just gonna stay here for a couple breaths. We'll breathe in, and then exhale out. Breathing in, exhale out. Shake it out, do the other side. Now you cross the opposite elbow on top. You can either stay here or flip and place your palms together and then lift your elbows up. We'll take a deep breath in, exhale out, breathing in and exhale out. And then shake it out. Nice. From here, we're gonna go back to the original and add in the crossing of our legs. So let's practice that. So you're gonna bend in the standing hip, bend in your knee, and then cross the other foot on top. So from the side, it'll look like this. If we're seated, you can either just cross your ankle, or if you like to cross the pole on top, you can. Instead of nice and tall, you don't want to slouch. You stay here. And then after that, you add that arm. So the same arm's leg will cross on top. You can either stay here or spiral twist those hands, or place the back of your hand and lift your chest for an eagle pose. This may look like standing. You're here, and then crossing your arms. You can either keep the foot on the ground or lift your foot up. And then we'll all balance here. We'll take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Breathing in. Almost there. Exhale out. And then you shake it out. Other side. You cross your foot, sit into your hip. The same arm as leg will go on top. You can either have your arms here or in spiral. I'll keep my arms here for the second side. And then the option is to keep your foot on the ground or lift it off. And you're gonna squeeze every muscle that you have. That's what I'm trying to do now. And we'll all balance. We breathe in. Exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. Good. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Unwrap your legs and then take a forward fold. Just sway from side to side now. Let the back of your head release. Good. Bending your knees now. And then you'll stretch. And bend. And stretch. Good. From here, rolling up slowly through your spine. Going into a tree pose. So today's our standing pose day. You can either place your heel by your ankle, have your palms up. You can have them at heart center if that feels good. Palms in together. Or if you want to reach your arms up towards the sky, you can. Or even get creative with it. Any kind of way that feels good. So with that tree pose, we'll have our foot by our ankle, or you can take it up towards your knee. I'm choosing to keep my arms low today, and I'm really activating my shoulder blades. So once you find the position of your arms, engage those shoulder blades, and then engage your core, engage your glutes to help you balance. And we're going to take a deep breath in, and then exhale out. Breathing in, exhale out, and then shake it out. We'll do the other side. If you're standing, you continue on standing. If you're seated, you'll place that foot by your ankle and then lift up nice and tall. We'll take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Breathing in, exhale out. And then shake it out. So I would love for you to take a couple moments of stillness or grabbing a sip of water, recover, just for a couple of seconds. You can close your eyes here. I'm in a mountain pose. I just want you to take some time for yourself before we continue on. Making sure that you stay hydrated. And then from here, going into a star pose. We'll take our legs outside of our feet outside of our hips, and we're gonna reach our arms up towards the sky. You can either stay here or lift up onto your heels. So I'm engaging my glutes, lifting up, engaging all of my calf muscles and spreading my toes, and then holding my core as I take my focus up. Seated, this may look like you toe ball feeling your feet out, and then you can stay here with your feet in line with your knees, or you can stretch both legs out and sit nice and tall onto your seat. All right, here we go. We're gonna take a deep breath in. We're gonna hold here, breathe in, and then exhale out. Breathing in, and exhale out. 2 more like that. Last one. And shake it out. Let's rub our hands together and just give ourselves a nice pat behind the arm and in front of our arm. And then the other side. Good, going into the hips and the lower back. Down our leg. And then other side. Good, and then just take a second to breathe. When you're ready to reach your arms up towards the sky, have your feet in line with your hips, so take another forward fold. Going into a ragdoll swing. If you're seated, you can make space for the upper body, swing from side to side. Good. From here, we're gonna twist our hips and go into a pyramid. From here, if you're seated, you just twist to the corner of your seat and then take a forward fold. Place your hands in between your feet, and then let your upper body relax here. Kind of going into a runner's lunge. This may also look like if you're seated, if you're standing, both of your toes facing one direction, and you're gonna twist, not twist, but flex into the hips, and then forward fold. You can have your hands onto the ground, on your knee, your ankle, and we're gonna stay here. We'll all take a deep breath in, and then exhale out. Breathing in, exhale out. From here, we step that foot forward, find our mountain again. We'll do the other side, step your foot back, send your hips back behind you, and then going into your pyramid. Take a deep breath in, exhale out. Breathing in, exhale out. Good, reach your arms up towards the sky. And then find yourself onto your mat. Bring your feet back in front of you. And reach your arms for a seated forward fold. Good. You can either flex or point your toes as you breathe in. Exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. Place your left foot onto your right knee and then take another forward fold here. Opening the hip. Breathing in. And exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. Good. Switch your feet now. Your right foot will go to your left knee. Breathe in. And then exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. Good. From here, finding ourselves laying on our back. Good. Bring your knees into your chest, and you're just going to sway from side to side. This can also be done by just windshield wiping your knees from side to side. Good. And then we're going to place our feet inward and let our knees go out to the side. You can also hold on to the back of your thighs for extra support, kind of like a kickstand. And we're just going to take a deep breath in here. And then exhale out. Close your eyes. Breathing in. Exhale out. Breathe in. Exhale out. Last time, breathe in. And exhale out. Good. We're going to reverse this now by placing your feet on the outside of your mat and let your knees go inward towards each other. This will release your lower back as you breathe in. Exhale out. Breathing in. Exhale out. Good. From here, you stretch both feet up towards the sky and let the blood go back down towards your heart. And you can even place your hands behind your lower back just to give you some support. And you're just gonna rock from side to side. We'll stay here a little bit longer. And then you drop one leg and the other. Good. You can either keep your feet the way they are or stretch your knees all the way out for our ending rest. Now for your ending rest, I just want you to take some time to just cool down. So just getting comfortable and just take a few deep breaths on your own and just try to clear your mind and be in the present now. And maybe while you're here, start doing that body scan again and see what areas are holding the most tension for you right now. And how can you release it? You might find yourself still gripping at your hips while you're relaxing. You might find your shoulders still up towards your ears. How can you pull them back down towards the ground? You may be locking the knees, clenching your jaw, having your teeth so tight together. You might find your eyebrows still scrunched towards each other. How can you relax your eyes and your eyebrows? So having that self-awareness, figuring out what are some areas we're holding tension right now and how can we release them by even using our breath or small movements to help release. If anyone has took notes of some of the areas where we're holding tension, want to share in the chat some areas where you find the most tension. I would love to hear and how you took the time to release it, or maybe those are areas that you're looking forward to releasing more as we continue in our series. So you'll come to a seat, and then we're all going to take a collective breath together. Okay. Let's do this all together. Ready? We're going to take a deep breath in. And then loud exhale out. Thank you all so much for today. If you want to put in the chat, what are some areas that you might be holding tension and how you can release them? Or maybe that's your goal to release and how I can help this. This will be really helpful for you to know where you're holding the most tension.